Hello everyone, welcome again. In previous video, we have discussed an important example on inverse Z transform. In this video, I am going to discuss another very important example on inverse Z transform using partial fraction method. So this is a very important example, which is find the inverse Z transform of z square upon z minus 1 by 4 into z minus 1 by 5. For the reason of convergence, first 1 by 5 is less than mod z and which is less than 1 by 4, and second mod z is less than 1 by 5. So we are going to find inverse z transform of given u bar z for two different reasons of convergence. So given u bar z is z square divided by z minus 1 by 4 into z minus 1 by 5. Now we write this numerator z square, we write z into z, and 1 of z we transfer in left hand side. Then we get u bar z upon z is equal to z upon z minus 1 by 4 into z minus 1 by 5. Now we apply the partial fraction technique on the right hand side of equation 2. Then using the partial fraction, we get the partial fraction of z upon z minus 1 by 4 into z minus 1 by 5. Because of denominator is non-repeated linear factor, so we have a upon z minus 1 by 4 plus b upon z minus 1 by 5. So this is the partial fraction. Now we have to find the values of constant a and b. So in right hand side we take LCM, then LCM is z minus 1 by 4 into z minus 1 by 5, which is cancelled with the denominator of left hand side. Then after simplification we get this denominator is cancelled with the LCM of right hand side. Then we have only z in left hand side, which is equal to, so after taking LCM we get in numerator a into z minus 1 by 5 plus b into z minus 1 by 4. Now put z equal to 1 by 4, then this term is 0. For z equal to 1 by 4, this term is 0. And here we get 1 by 4 equal to a into 1 by 4 minus 1 by 5, which is equal to 1 by 20. So for z equal to 1 by 4, we get in left hand side we have 1 by 4 equal to, here 1 by 4 minus 1 by 5 is 1 by 20. So 1 by 20a plus here this term is 0 for z equal to 1 by 4, and further 20 by 4 is 5, so we get a equal to 5. So for z equal to 1 by 4 we get the value of a is 5. Now for z equal to 1 by 5 we get 1 by 5, this term is 0 for z equal to 1 by 5, plus here 1 by 5 minus 1 by 4 we get minus 1 by 20. So for z equal to 1 by 5 we get 1 by 5 is equal to, this term is 0 for z equal to 1 by 5, and here we get minus 1 by 20 into b. Now simplify this, 20 by 4 negative is minus 20 by 5 is we get minus 4, so b equal to minus 4. So we get the values of constant a and b. A is 5 and b is minus 4. So putting the values of a and b here, we get the u bar z upon z, which is equal to this expression, and whose partial fraction is given by this relation where a is 5 and b is minus 4. We get u bar z upon z equal to, a is 5, so 5 by z minus 1 by 4 plus b is negative 4, so minus 4 upon z minus 1 by 5. So this we complete the partial fraction of u bar z upon z. Now case first, when 1 by 5 is less than mod z and which is less than 1 by 4, then we are going to find inverse z transform of u bar z for this reason of convergence. So 1 by 5 is less than mod z. 1 by 5 is less than mod z, which implies 1 by 5z is less than 1. That is 1 by 5z mod is less than 1. So we expand this function in terms of 1 by 5z using binomial expansion, and further mod z is less than 1 by 4. Mod z is less than 1 by 4. So this gives 4z mod is less than 1. So we expand this expression in terms of 4z using binomial expansion. So region of convergence suggests that we have to expand this expression using binomial theorem in terms of 1 upon 5z and this expression in terms of 4z. So from here we take minus 1 by 4 common, then we get 1 minus 4z, and here we take z common, then we get 1 minus 5z. So we get u bar z upon z is equal to, from denominator we take minus 1 by 4 common, then we get 5 upon minus 1 by 4 common, then we get 1 minus 4z. Here minus 4 upon, we take z common, then we get z into 1 minus 1 by 5z. So as per required, for reason of convergence we write this expression. Now these bracket goes in the numerator and become inverse, then we get u bar z upon z is equal to, this gives 20 minus 20 into 1 minus 4z whole inverse minus 4 by z, this goes in the numerator and become 1 minus 1 upon 5z whole inverse. Now as we know, the binomial expansion of 1 minus x whole inverse, the binomial expansion of 1 minus x whole inverse is 1 plus x square plus x cube plus so on. Therefore by using binomial theorem, expansion theorem, we get u bar z upon z is equal to minus 20. Now binomial expansion of this is 1 minus x whole inverse is 1 plus x is 4z plus x square, that is 4z square plus so on, minus 4 by z. Binomial expansion of 1 minus 1 upon 5z whole inverse is 1 plus 1 upon 5z plus 1 upon 5z whole square plus 1 upon 5z whole cube and so on. Now this z we multiply in the right hand side, and 20 we write 5 into 4. So 5 into 4z we multiply 5, we write negative 5 as it is, negative 5 as it is, and into 4 into z, 4z. So 4z we multiply in this series, then we get 4z plus 4z into 4z, 4z square plus 4z into 4z square is 4z cube plus so on. And here when we multiply it by z, z to z cancel, we get minus 4 into 1 plus 1 upon 5z plus 1 upon 5z whole square plus so on. Now we write these two series in form of summation. Then we get u bar z is equal to minus 5 as it is. Now this is what 4z power 1 plus 4z power square plus 4z power cube. So summation start from 1 to infinite. So we get summation n goes from 1 to infinite 4z whole power n. So for n equal to 1 we get 4z plus for n equal to 2 we get 4z square plus for n equal to 3 we get 4z cube and so on. Minus 4 here this term is 1 upon 5z whole power 0. This is 1 upon 5z whole power 1. This is 1 upon 5z whole power 2 and so on. So summation start from n equal to 0. So we write 4 into summation n goes from 0 to infinite 1 upon 5z whole power n. So for n equal to 0 we get 1. For n equal to 1 we get 1 upon 5z. For n equal to 2 we get 1 upon 5z square and so on. So this is how we express these two series in form of summation, which we further express as u bar z equal to minus 5 constant as it is, summation n goes from 1 to infinite 4 power n into z power n, minus 4 constant as it is, summation n goes from 0 to infinite, this becomes 5 power minus n into z power minus n. Now as we know un is what? Coefficient of z power minus n. The z transform of un is u bar z, which is summation un into z power minus n. So un is what? Coefficient of z power minus n. So here we have z power plus n. So in this first summation we replace n by minus n. Then we get z power minus n, 4 power minus n, and these all n 1 to infinite become minus 1 to minus infinite because all n become negative. So in first summation replace n by minus n, we get u bar z is equal to minus 5 as it is, summation, and because n is replaced by minus n, so summation n goes from minus 1 to minus infinite. All these summation n become negative. Now 4 power minus n into z power minus n minus 4, second summation as it is, summation n goes from 0 to infinite 5 power minus n z power minus n. Now from this summation, this expression we collect the coefficient of z power minus n, which is the inverse z transform of u bar z. So un is what? Coefficient of z power minus n. So here coefficient of z power minus n is 4 power minus n into minus 5. So we write minus 5 into 4 power minus n for n less than or equal to minus 1. For n less than equal to minus 1, that is for n equal to minus 2, for minus 3, for minus up to minus infinite, the value of un is minus 5 into 4 power minus n. And for n greater than equal to 0, for n greater than equal to 0, the coefficient of z power minus n is minus 4 into 5 power minus n. So this is the required inverse z transform of given u bar z for the given region of convergence 1 by 4, 1 by 5 is less than mod z, which is less than 1 by 4. Now case second is when mod z is less than 1 by 5. So we are given mod z is less than 1 by 5. This implies 5z mod 5z is less than 1. Further, mod z is less than 1 by 5 and 1 by 5 is less than 1 by 4. So this implies mod z is less than 1 by 4, and which gives mod 4z is less than 1. So region of convergence suggests that we have to expand the given function in terms of 5z and in terms of 4z. Now given we have u bar z upon z, by partial fraction we have u bar z upon z is equal to 5 upon z minus 1 by 4 minus 4 upon z minus 1 by 5. This we have from partial fraction. Now we have to expand these expression in terms of 5z and in terms of 4z. So here we take minus 1 by 4 common, then we have 1 minus 4z, and here we take minus 1 by 5 common, then we have 1 minus 5z, and minus 1 by 4 goes in the numerator, then we get negative 20 here, and here minus 1 by 5 we take common, then 5 goes in the numerator, negative negative positive, and 5 into 4 20. So after taking common we get u bar z upon z is equal to 5 upon minus 1 by 4 common, then we have 1 minus 4z, and because we have to expand in terms of 4z, and here minus 4 upon we take negative 1 by 5 common, then we have 1 minus 5z, as we have to expand in terms of 5z. Now minus this 4 goes in the numerator, we get minus 20 here, and negative negative positive, this 5 goes in the numerator, we get 20 here. So we write u bar z upon z is equal to minus 20 upon 1 minus 4z plus 20 upon 1 minus 5z. Now these two brackets we write in the numerator in form of inverse, then we have u bar z upon z equal to 20 into 1 minus 5z whole inverse, positive term we write first, minus 20 into 1 minus 4z whole inverse. Now expand these two using binomial theorem. We know that the expansion of 1 minus x whole inverse is 1 plus x square plus x cube and so on. So by using binomial theorem we get u bar z upon z equal to 20 into 1 plus 5z square plus 5z cube and so on. Here we have minus 20 into expansion of 1 minus 4z whole inverse is 1 plus 4z square plus 4z cube and so on. Further we write these two series in form of summation, then we get 20 into, this term is 5z power 0, 5z whole power 0 is 1, this is 5z whole power 1, this is 5z whole power square and so on. So summation start with n equal to 0. So summation n goes from 0 to infinite 5z whole power n. For n equal to 0 we get 1, for n equal to 1 we get 5z, for n equal to 2 we get 5z square and so on. Minus 20, here again we have 4z whole power 0 plus 4z whole power 1 plus 4z whole power square. So summation n goes from 0 to infinite and 4z whole power n. For n equal to 0 we get 4z power 0 which is 1. For n equal to 1 we get 4z plus for n equal to 2 we get 4z square and so on. Now we write u bar z upon z 20 in single summation we can express 20 common. Summation n goes from 0 to infinite. This is 5 power n minus 4 power n wholly multiplied by z power n. Z power n we take common. Now transfer this z in right hand side. Here we get z power n plus 1. Now multiply 20 with this. We write 4 into 5. 20 we write 4 into 5. So 4 into 5 into 5 power n. We get 4 into 5 power n plus 1. Minus here 20 we write 5 into 4. So 5 into 4 into 4 power n. We get 5 into 4 power n plus 1. And here we have z power n plus 1. So we can express u bar z is equal to summation n goes from 0 to infinite. This is 4 into 5 power n plus 1. And this multiplication gives 5 into 4 power n plus 1 into z power n plus 1. Now as we know, un, inverse z transform of u bar z, un is what? Coefficient of z power minus n, and here we have z power n plus 1. So n plus 1 we replace by minus n. So now replace n plus 1 by minus n, we get u bar z is equal to summation, as n plus 1 replaced by minus n. So for n equal to 0, we get 1 equal to minus n, that is n equal to minus 1. And for n equal to infinite, we get minus n equal to infinite, so n equal to minus infinite. So by replacing n plus 1 by minus n, we get the limit of summation is become from n equal to minus 1 to minus infinite. And here 4 into 5 power, this is n plus 1 is minus n, minus 5 into 4 power n plus 1 is minus n into z power minus n. Now the coefficient of z power minus n is the required un. So the inverse z transform of u bar z for the given region of convergence mod z is less than 1 by 5. We have un is equal to 4 into 5 power minus n minus 5 into 4 power minus n for n less than or equal to minus 1. So this is an important example for inverse z transform using partial fraction technique. In next video, we will take few more examples on partial fraction technique, and then we go for convolution theorem. So see you in next video. Thank you.